Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter. 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Ola get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Here Mavor, a perfect 4-4. And a slam dunk from Hardy! Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitchell's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Traber down the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board. 41-37, 4:25 to go here. The Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. 5:07 and counting in the shotgun, looking to pass near side, going for Jamal Spy, and he got it! A 24-yard touchdown connection from Clemens to Spy. Brings up Kenzie McKinnon and puts your outfielders in left and left center, because that one's going to left field, and that's gone! That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. And it's 3-0 Central Cass as the Squirrels will come out to home plate and wait for McKinnon to come across home. That one was gone the moment it hit the bat. Shot from the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. Dahl will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton. At the 40, at the 30, at the 25-20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six. And the Vikings now lead 35-0. All right, welcome back, friends. Thanks for watching the C game. Thanks for watching the JV game. We're about 15 minutes away from kicking off the varsity matchup here between the Oak Grove Growers and the visiting Fargo North Spartans from about five minutes down the road here. And here's our map. This is game 557 for us, 38 town cities, 91 teams, 107,000 plus, almost to 80,000, and 877 YouTube subscribers. We really want to get that up to 1,000 if you could help us out at all. I have, that would be absolutely awesome. You don't have to tap the bell. You see a lot of things on YouTube that say subscribe, tap the bell, subscribe, tap the bell. If you could just subscribe, and if you don't want all the mobile alerts, then you don't tap the bell, and you'll just get like occasional alerts by subscribing. And we want to get to 1,000 because that unlocks more features, which will help improve our broadcast. So that's why we are so passionate about wanting to get to 1,000. So if you can help us out, that would be absolutely awesome. Let's see here. 1381 on Twitter, 563 on Facebook. We've forced you to pay to watch zero, and we will force you to pay zero in the future. This is a free sports broadcast, but with that in mind, that is free for you to watch. We do need boosters and sponsorships to help us out and all that cool stuff. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. But let's get into our first break so we can get to those team profiles and get, I don't have any other games being played on the matchup. I think this is one of the rare Monday games being played on varsity level right now. So there's not much happening on that aspect of it. Starting lineups and all that other cool stuff just ahead here on the Andy Sports Channel pregame show on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701 373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network, since October 17, 2017, has brought you over 550 games in our first 2 years, and a grand total of 107,000 plus have watched our live video streams or listened to our live online radio broadcast, and we have absolutely no intention to hold back heading into year number 3. We have brought you varsity, junior varsity, and C-team high school sports in over 35 towns and cities, featuring teams from multiple states, and have featured over 90 teams in those broadcasts. Soccer, football, basketball, hockey, softball, volleyball, baseball, and swimming, with plans to grow and cover even more sports in the future. Consider a sponsorship that gives your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you could expect and more. You can also make a one-time donation, safe and secure, using our PayPal link on our website. Thanks for being loyal viewers and supporting our network over the past 2 years. All right, welcome back. The pregame show continues here on the ND Sports Channel. My name is Mike Mason. Hope you're having a great evening. And if you're just joining us and you weren't aware, the C team game and the Junior Varsity game, I just checked our website during that last break. They are both available for an on-demand replay. So if you missed it, don't give away the final score. If you know it, send your friends to our website to watch the game for themselves. Of course, you may want to wait till the varsity game's over, because this one could end up being a pretty good matchup. Let's take a look at the team profiles. We'll start with the visitors, as we always do, the Fargo North Spartans. They're 8-15 on the year this year. They are 2-6 when playing on the road. They're 4-9 against their EDC opponents. They have won 33 sets and lost 47. Let's see here. They started off with a couple of wins in the East-West Invitational back on August 30th before losing to Bismarck St. Mary's. And then on that second day, they would go last win against Dickinson, Mandan, Williston, and then head into EDC play for the most part with that 3-0 loss to Fargo Davies and a 3-1 loss to Moorhead and a 3-0 win over the Firebirds, and then a 3-1 win over their rivals from the south, the Fargo South Bruins, and then they would fall to Red River and a home game and a 5-set thriller there, 3-2, and then a 3-1 loss to a very good Shanley team, and a 3-2 loss to a very good West Fargo team as well. And then they would drop one at home against Valley City, pick up wins over Grand Forks Central, and then follow that up with back-to-back road losses to Fargo Davies and Cheyenne. They would go into that Fargo Shields volleyball invite, which was sort of broken up, let's say, by a winter storm. It was supposed to be 2 days. It ended up being 2 days, and it's supposed to be 2 days and about 10 or 12 teams. It ended up being 1 day and about 6 teams, or maybe 7 teams. And they would lose to Aberdeen Central, which is a very, very good volleyball team. They would actually pick up a set win over that good team. So that, I mean, Aberdeen is like, if you don't follow South Dakota volleyball, they're like the Northern Cass Jaguars or the Oak Grove Grovers or the Fargo Davies Eagles in comparison to some good North Dakota teams. That's how good Aberdeen Central is, and they would fall 2-1 into that one. And then they would face Oak Grove and fall 2-1 in that Shields invite. And then they would fall 2-1 to the Fargo Davies Junior Varsity team. Before coming out of that, they would pick up a 3-2 win over Devils Lake, and then fall, and they'd split with the Bruins, winning earlier in the season, but losing this time in a sweep, 3-0. And then their most recent match against Fargo Shanley, bringing them into today's match against Oak Grove. And for the Grovers, they are 23-6 on the year, 12-0 undefeated in Region 1. They have won 62 sets and lost 16. So that means there's been a lot of wins there. We'll put it that way. Their 5 most recent games is we'll go 6 at Fargo Shields invite. Fargo Davies Junior Varsity team with 3-0 win, a 2-1 win over Fargo North, and a 3-0 loss to Fargo Davies varsity team. And then a 3-0 win over Milner North Sargent, a 3-0 win over Hankinson, and a 3-0 win over Enderlin, bringing them into tonight's matchup with the Fargo North Spartans. We'll keep it on the Grover thing here, and we'll break this down because we didn't have time to put this together due to the complexity, I guess you could say, of trying to put together 2 separate classes and conferences onto the same one. But Fargo North right now, number 7 team in the Class A EDC, standing at number 13 in the state. And they come in at 4-9-0 against their EDC opponents, 8-15 overall on the season. They're on a 2-match losing streak, looking to snap that here today if at all possible. And they got a tough battle as they have a few good teams up on top of the ranks there, including Fargo Davies, 15-0 against EDC opponents, 24-1 overall. Fargo Davies has been pretty good for the last couple of years, so that'll be a tough climb for Fargo North, but they should fare out well. They might get a play-in game or into the quarterfinals of the region tournament there if things keep going as expected with their remaining schedule. And then for Oak Grove, well, they have a huge opportunity here. If I can get my mouse over to the screen here. Not necessarily with this matchup, but with a matchup that they have tomorrow against the Northern Cass Jaguars. It was only a couple days ago that Northern Cass lost to the Richland Colts, and that allows Oak Grove to take over the number 1 spot in the Region 1 tournament if they can defeat Northern Cass tomorrow. So this game doesn't really have a lot of meaning as far as the Region 1 tournament goes. This just simply be a win or a loss in that win-loss record. But Oak Grove right now 12-0 against Region 1 opponents, while their counterparts from up north 13-1. And the reason why Northern Cass is still number 1 is because they have a few more wins on their belt in the overall record. 26-6 on the year, while Oak Grove is 23-6 on the year. So Oak Grove has played 3 less games than Northern Cass. After today, they'll play 2 less games than Northern Cass. And Richland hanging right in there at number 3 at 15-9. You know, the Enderlin Eagles all the way down there, I believe, let's see here, 3-6 at number 9. Are actually a team that you don't probably want to mess with in that region tournament either. They're 12-13 overall, 6-7 in the region, but most of those losses have come earlier in the season, and they are a pretty fabulous team right now, even though they're sitting kind of in the lower third of the rankings for Region 1. So Enderlin, a team you want to watch out for. Central Cass and Lisbon and Kindred and Hankinson at number 4 right now. I'm not sure how many people expected Hankinson to be at number 4, to be 100% honest with you. Let me clarify that statement. They're a really good team, but you would think based upon the last couple of years that maybe Kindred, Lisbon, and Central Cass would be a little bit higher up, with Hankinson hovering right in the mix of those teams there. But Hankinson leading the way at number 4, with Kindred at 5, Lisbon at 6, and Central Cass at 7. Oak Grove number 2 in the Region 1 standings, and Northern Cass number 1 in the Region 1 standings there. So that's a look at your standings for Class B Region 1 and your standings for Class A EDC here on the ND Sports Channel. Pre-game show continues now as we move on to our game calendar on our website there. You can see that we have those 3 games today. And then after today, we might have something sneak up. You'll have to check our schedule to be sure. But we'll have that EDC swim meet. Friday night will be the diving prelims, and that'll be starting at 6 o'clock. And then that'll last for about 2 or 2.5 hours approximately. And then we'll come back early Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for the rest of the EDC swim meet. And that'll be live here from the Hulbert Aquatic Center in West Fargo on the ND Sports Channel. And then we'll head into the winter sports season. Our first game will be Fargo Davies Eagles taking on the Grand Forks Knight Riders in girls hockey. And then we'll have a bunch of basketball for you, including all the Fargo Davies boys basketball matchups. And you can continue to check that schedule to see the updates on our website at msportsnet.com. We are going to hear the buzzer here in about a half a second. Maybe no buzzer. There it is. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer now here for the opening announcements, national anthem. I'm guessing they'll do a prayer, and then all that other cool stuff.
And abide by the association's high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with other member schools. The athletes competing in this contest are friendly rivals. While competition certainly will be intense, all in attendance tonight are reminded this is a game involving high school student athletes. The highest level of sportsmanship among, and the utmost respect towards all players, coaches, officials, and fans exists. Now will you please join us in a moment of prayer led by our senior captain, Morgan Nymeller.
Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity to come together tonight to play and watch the sport we love. Please bless all players and coaches as we represent our respective schools and share the gifts that you have given us. As athletes, coaches, referees, and fans, we pray that we will reflect your spirit in all that we do, on and off the court. We also pray on this special night for those who have suffered and are suffering from breast cancer. In your name we pray, amen.
Now in honor of supporting the fighters, admiring the survivors, and never giving up hope, Drover players would like to recognize these very special women in their lives. Please rise as you are able. Remove all headgear and face on the flag as we pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem performed by Oak Grove alumni, Bailey Magnolia.
All right, since it's a student, we'll keep it here.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's regular, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, nice job there by the former Oak Grove student.
How about that Bailey Magnolia? Now let's meet our starting lineups. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Fargo North Spartans. Number 10, the defensive specialist, Ashell Lutz. Number 11, an outside hitter, Georgia Paul. Number 12, a setter, Emily Scaliki. Number 14, a setter, Trissa Grande. Number 15, middle hitter, Reagan Carlson. Number 29, middle hitter, Brooke Swanson. And at libero, number 33, Carly Goshen. The Spartans are coached by Craig Poole, assisted by J.C. Otterson, Erica Tron, Greg Caldwell, and Morgan Miller. And now, for your home team, the Oak Grove Throwers! A senior outside hitter, number 2, in the middle, a senior middle hitter, number 3, Jade Sice. At center, number 5, a senior, Morgan Miller. The other senior center, number 7, Carter. In the middle, she's a sophomore, number 9, Sophie Pomsack. At libero, another senior, number 11, Talia Keller. And on the outside, a junior, number 18, Sydney Olsen. Representing all of Grover Nation, our junior captains, Jeff Kurtz and Molly Rush. The Growers are coached by Julie Vancouver, Emily Carr, Megan Miller, and Nicole Hutch. Tonight's officials are Paul and Sandra Pina. Our line judges are Courtney Martinson and Brooke Peterson.
All right, officials there. I heard the name Brooke Peterson. I'm pretty sure that's a former Grover, but don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure that if it is a former Grover, that she'll be neutral in this matchup. So. So once again, best of 5 here in the varsity matchup. Should be an exciting one here. We'll see how the Class A and the Class B teams play against each other. Once again, Oak Grove, one of the top 2 teams in Class B, and Fargo North sitting at number 7 in a very tough 13-team, or check that 11-team EDC Class A side of the bracket. Fargo North in the pink jerseys here on the near side of the net, and Oak Grove will be in the white jerseys on the far side with the libero, Natalia Kellerman, the senior, in the dark maroon. And for the libero here for Fargo North, it will be Carly Goshen. And Fargo North will get the serve, and Goshen will start things off here. And we're underway here in set number 1 between the Grovers and the Spartans. Dropped outside the line, point Fargo North. Fargo North has scored the first point in every set of the C team, JV, and now in the varsity. We'll see if that continues or not in the next 2, 3, or 4 sets. Here's the set, and it's pushed over there by Cara Berg. And they'll have to chase it into the crowd, and it'll drop for another point for the Spartans. 2-0 Fargo North. Still no individual scoring yet. All side-out points. Goshen with the serve. And that is going to be on the wrong side of the antenna. Three nothing now. As Carly Goshen, the senior libero, will continue on the serve here for the Fargo North Spartans. As the officials are talking it over there on the far side, and so it's not 3-0, it is 2-0, and they're going to redo the point. And as a result, the point will go over to Oak Grove now, 2-1 on the service error. First service error of the game for Fargo North, and now on the serve here for the Grovers is Cara Berg, the senior. Berg's serve is up and over. And a joust for it at the net, and that'll drop for a point. We're tied at 2. Still no individual scoring yet, as Cara Berg will serve it over once again. First contact is made there by Anna Chalouz. Once again, my roster's not in numerical order due to the fact that they're wearing the pink jerseys instead. 3-2 on another side-out point. On the serve this time is Emily Skolicki. Somehow the Spartans kept that one alive. And that one will crawl across the tape and drop down for a point. That was Julia Bogart. Or check that, number 18, Sydney Olson, my bad. Goshen to Skolecki, sets it up, far side, sent over there by Georgia Paul. Skolecki will tap it again. Now Goshen sends it over to the near pin, and that one was partially tipped at the net, and it's 4-3. And the ace serve, that comes out of the hands of Emily Stover. And the Grovers take a 5-3 lead. There's Skolecki setting it up middle of the net, and sending it over there was Brooke Swanson, number 29. Okay, I'll remember that one. That one out of bounds, really. I could have swore that, I mean, it came right there on our screen there. It looked like it dropped inbounds to me, but we'll go with the out of bounds call and give the point to the Spartans, 5-4. Those can go lightning quick, and sometimes I can more than likely miss them. So Georgia Paul with the serve for Fargo North. That's Julia Bogart trying to slam the door shut, but the Spartans will keep it alive. Send it back over and down for a point. On the kill is Grace DeYoung. Five now. On the serve, just out of the screen, there's Grace DeYoung, or Georgia Paul, excuse me. Serve is up and over. Nice job from the far pin. You can give the kill to Jaden Zeiss. 6-5, Grover's lead. That's Ketterall with the serve. Grace DeYoung with 2 kills for the Spartans, a kill apiece for Zeiss and Olsen, plus an ace for Stover. And that's all the scoring so far. As far as individual scoring, everything else has been side outs. Grace DeYoung will get her 3rd kill. And it's 7-7. Diving dig out there by Carly Goshen. Once again, just barely out of the camera, but I thought it was in on the near corner here, but apparently it was not. And that makes it 8-7 in favor of the Fargo North Spartans, and the serve will go into the hands of Tressa Grande. Grande's serve is over. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set for the middle of the net. Bogart sends it over. Now Grande with the set, backside for Skalecki. Sent it over, Grover's keep it alive. Bogart on the kill, too high, too strong, out of bounds, point Spartans. So it wasn't actually a kill, it just kind of came out that way. And the serve will go back into the hands of Trissa Grande. Attacking error number 4 for the Oak Grove Grovers. That one, out of bounds. It's 9-8 in favor of the Spartans. Bogart's serve is over. Goshen makes first contact. Grande with the set, middle of the net there. That is Reagan Carlson who gets it down for the kill. Serve is over from Kellerman. Goshen dives and tumbles. Skalecki sends it back over and down in front of the back line for the kill. Nice job there by Emily Skalecki, the sophomore. And it's 11-9 in favor of the Spartans. With the serve is Carly Goshen. Kellerman makes first contact. There's the set. Bogart on the attack. And the Grovers keep it alive, but send it out of bounds. point for the Spartans. Skolecki with one of the 3 kills. That one's out of bounds, and another point for the Spartans. That is 6 attack errors according to my numbers for Oak Grove, and they want to talk it over. We'll let them. We're back in a moment here on the Andy Sports Channel.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. Carly Goshen will have the serve here for the Spartans, with their team leading 13-9 over the Oak Grove Grovers here on the road. Just about 5 minutes down the road. Skolecki will bump it here, and then middle of the net there. That was, let's refresh my memory, Brooke Swanson. Goshen on the serve once again, hits the tape as it goes over, and Grover's able to keep it alive. Goshen will dig out the attack. Grande with the set. Brooke Swanson sends it over. Second touch, back over. Goshen, Grande, and let's see, number 3. That was Jaden Zeiss who pushed it back over for the Grovers. And that lands out of bounds. (14-10). Serve out of the hands of Carberg. Goshen dives on the second touch. Swanson sends it back over, keeps it alive. Oak Grove on the attack, and it'll drop just inside the line there. Sydney Olsen with the kill. And the Grovers are back within 3, 14-11. Carberg on the serve once again. Berg's serve is over. First touch there by Anasha Luz is number 10. And that is 4 touches. (15-11). Skolecki with the serve. It's up and over. Berg on the second touch, push back over. And a little miscommunication there, and Goshen gets it over. And Goshen couldn't dig that one out. That was Zeiss with the kill. 15-12. Serve this time will go into the hands of the senior, Emily Stover, who has an ace in this match. Stover serve, Goshen makes first contact. Skolecki, with the bump set, and the kill from the far pin by Georgia Paul. 16-12. And it will be Georgia Paul with the serve. Kellerman makes first contact, and it'll be an ace for Georgia Paul. So Paul will continue on the serve here. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set for the middle of the net. Shoved over and down. That is Jaden Zeiss. Number 3 has her 3rd kill, and the Grovers are within 4. 17-13. Service from Zeiss. He's sent over there by Kennedy Folden. And it will be Bogart with the kill. Skolecki will set it middle of the net for Brooke Swanson. Oh, I thought it was on the line. That was the closest of all the close calls that I've seen on this station. We'll put it that way. 17-15. Oh, and it was on the line. Okay, I thought I saw the point go the other way, so 18-15 now. No manual adjustment needed as the serve will go into the hands of Ketterall. Ketterall serve up and over, and that will come back. Oh, no, it will not. It'll be an ace for Ketterall. 19-15. That one will not make it over, and it'll be 19-16. Ketterall will come out. Brooke Swanson will come back in, as will Carly Goshen, excuse me. Service up and over. That's Georgia Paul who made the first touch, and now it's sent over there by Grace DeYoung. Here comes Bogart, dug out there by Paul. Ten-foot line attack, and it's kept alive by the Grovers. Bogart, got it! (19-17). That's a name you're going to hear more often today. Julia Bogart along with Jaden Zeiss. Those are probably your top. I don't have the official numbers, but last time I looked at the official numbers, those are your top two leaders for kills for the Oak Grove Grovers. So Zeiss and Bogart are the names that you're going to hear quite often here, as that one goes into the net on the attack attempt there by Grace DeYoung. And another point pulls the Grovers within one. It's 19-18. Serve this time will come out of the hands of Morgan Nymiller, and that will come after the Fargo North timeout. Spartans will talk it over. We're back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, we're in set one here, coming out of a Fargo North timeout. The Grovers have, after trailing for a little bit there, have pulled themselves back within one. 3 kills for Jaden Zeiss, 2 for Julia Bogart, 2 for Sydney Olson, plus an ace for Emily Stover. Over for the Spartans, 3 kills for Grace DeYoung, a kill apiece for Georgia Paul and Emily Skolecki and Reagan Carlson, plus 2 aces, 1 for Georgia Paul and 1 for Annabelle Ketterall. Emily Stover, who has an ace earlier, will have the serve here. Check that. That was Morgan Nymiller with the serve. On the attack, Nymiller will keep it alive, but it will go into the books as a kill for Kennedy Folden. They'll put the serve into the hands of Trissa Grande. Grande serve up and over. And it'll be bumped over there by the Spartans. Free ball here for Fargo North. On the attack near pin, and they'll get the kill. DeYoung has her 4th kill of the match, and it's 21-18 in favor of the Spartans. That one hits the tape as it comes over. Kellerman set it up for Bogart. Dug out by Goshen. And a whistle and a point. I didn't catch the hand signal there, but it's a point for Oak Grove. 21-19. I'll fall for another point there for Oak Grove. Or for Fargo North, excuse me. Net violation on Fargo North. 22-20, serve will go into the hands of Kellerman. Kellerman serve up and over. First contact is made there by Anna Shaluz. And once again, my roster, due to the pink jerseys, is not in numerical order there, so that had to scan for a moment on that one. Carly Goshen will have the serve as the Spartans go up 23-20. Goshen out of the bottom side of the camera here will serve it up and over. Kellerman will make first contact. Here's the set, middle of the net. That was Zeiss on the attack. Fargo North will keep it alive and get it back to the Grovers, and down for the kill. Morgan Niemiller, I believe, is the one who got it. Yes, she did. 23-21. Cara Berg up and over. Grande with the set. Skalecki sends it over. Kellerman dives, and it's out of bounds. And it's set point for Fargo North, and the serve will go into the hands of the sophomore, Emily Skalecki. Skalecki, standing jump serve up and over. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set, sent over by Zeiss, kept alive there by Paul. Now Goshen, Skalecki, Georgia Paul sent it over, and the Grovers will keep it alive and give it back to the Spartans here. Skalecki on the second touch, back over to Georgia Paul into the net, and that one will fall short, and it's 24-22. Grovers will get the side out and the serve. Serve will go into the hands of Emily Stover, who has one ace in this match so far. Team's down 2, serve is up and over. Paul makes first contact, sent it up for Brooke Swanson, middle of the net, kept alive by the Grovers. Now they'll go on the attack. Julia Bogart sneaks it inside the back line. And it's 20. Oh, was it out of bounds? Okay, I guess it looked like in the camera here that it dropped in front of the line, so it'll actually be a point for the Spartans, and they will win the set at 25-22. All right, we'll take a timeout, come back with set 2 in a couple of minutes here on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? that simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back to Oak Grove here as we're heading into set number 2 between the Spartans and the Grovers. Spartans take the first set, 25-22. Unofficial numbers here for the two teams, individual scoring. For the Grovers, Julia Bogart, 3 kills. Jaden Zeiss, 3 kills and a block. Morgan Nymiller with a kill. Emily Stover with an ace. Sophie Punsack with a kill. And Sydney Olson with 2 kills. Unofficial scoring for the Spartans. Grace DeYoung with 4 kills. Kennedy Folden with a kill. Georgia Paul with 2 kills and an ace. Emily Skolicki with 2 kills. Annabelle Ketterall with an ace. And Reagan Carlson with a kill. 4 attack errors, 1 service error, 1 net violation for the Spartans in that first set. 6 attack errors and 1 touch violation for the Grovers in that first set. And now we move on to set number 2 here.
Don't forget to stop by the breast cancer awareness fundraising table to put an Edith for breast cancer on the race right here.
Grovers in the white jerseys on the near side. Fargo North move over to the far side of the net. Along the front line there for the Spartans, it's Grace Miller, Brooke Swanson. And then in the back there, number 10 is, I believe that is Lucian, if I'm not mistaken. Anashel Luz, excuse me. The libero is Carly Goshen. And then you got Georgia Paul and Emily Skolecki on the far left side of your screen. Serve comes from Cara Berg. Goshen makes first contact. Skolecki with the set. Brooke Swanson blocked at the net. And it'll be Jaden Zeiss on the block. And the Grovers go up 1-0. That's the first time that Fargo North has not scored the first point in the CJV or the varsity games this afternoon and early evening. That'll be an ace for Berg. Cara Berg on an ace makes it 2-0 Oak Grove. And that one's up and over. Luge makes first contact. They'll set it up near side. Lightning bolt. Grace Miller puts it down. (2-1). What a kill by Grace Miller. Now the serve comes out of the hands of Georgia Paul. Grovers will send it back over. That was Morgan Nymiller. Pushed back over, kept alive just barely as Kellerman sends it back. Skolecki with the set. Brooke Swanson, middle of the net, got the kill. Should be 2-2. There we go. Georgia Paul with the serve. Kellerman, now here's the set over for Morgan Nymiller. Tipped as it comes over the net here, and here's an attack. And dug out nicely there. Couldn't quite see who that was. And that one went off the bump wrong there, off the bump by Grace DeYoung. It'll go into the books as an attack error for the Spartans and a point for the Grovers, and it's 3-2. Emily Stover has 1 ace. She has a serve right now for the Grovers from the middle of the service line. Up and over, and Skolecki on the bump. Sent back over, not quite, into the net. Attacking error and a point for Oak Grove. That is attacking error number 6. 4 in the first set, 2 here in set 2. 4-2 Grovers. Skolecki with the set, middle of the net, blocked at the net by Nymiller, and it's kept alive by the Spartans as it was Grace Miller trying to send it over. Nice diving one-handed dig by Emily Skolecki. Bogart got blocked at the net, and they're saying Bogart went into the net. Net violation on Oak Grove. Point Fargo North, it's 4-3. Carly Goshen on the serve here for the Spartans. Goshen serve is over. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set by Berg, and the sent over by Zeiss, and she'll get the kill. (5-3). And it'll be Jaden Zeiss with the serve. She'll come in the bottom right corner of your camera here in a moment or two. That one just barely made it over. Sklacki will set it up, far pin, blocked at the net, but it lands in bounds for a kill for Grace DeYoung. That's her 5th. 5-4. Spartans are back within 1. They'll get the serve, and it'll go into the hands of Trissa Grande. Grande with a standing serve from the middle of the service line. Kellerman makes first contact. The set by Berg, far pin for Bogart. Dug out there by Goshen. Now Grande will set it up near side here, and that will be another kill for Grace DeYoung. And that ties us up at 5. And Grande will continue on the serve here for the Spartans. Kellerman makes first contact. Berg with the set for Miller. Down for the kill. 6-5. That one into the net. Service error number 1 of the match for the Grovers. Results in a 6-6 tie, and this time it'll be Anashel Luz, the junior defensive specialist, sometimes plays libero, with the serve. Berg was blocked at the net, but it got it through the block and down for the kill. Cara Berg with her first kill. She also has an ace in the match, and she has 2 of the Grover points. Serve from Julia Bogart is up and over. Goshen on the second touch, and it'll be bumped over. Free ball here for the Grovers. Here's the set, middle of the net attack, and Goshen got the second touch, pushed back over, and now joust for it at the net. Back over to the Spartans now. They'll set it up for the attack, and that's blocked at the net by Cara Berg. Here's Skolecki, and Skolecki will get the kill. (7-7). The senior Ketterall will come in to serve from the middle of the service line here for Fargo North. With the game tied, and the serve is up and over. Had to get low, Bogart on that one. Now here's the setup far side, sent over by Sydney Olson. Spartans keep it alive. Blocked at the net there by Sophie Punsack. And also on the block was Sydney Olson. 8-7, serve goes into the hands of Natalia Kellerman, Goshen makes first contact. Here's the set by Grande over for Brooke Swanson, but out of bounds. (8-8). Check that. It says 8-8, should be 9-7. Unless they gave the point, unless they said it was inbounds. Then that would make it 8-8, and we're gonna go with 8-8. So, okay, 8-8 it is, and I believe a net violation. I didn't see the hand signal. I need to look up at the official instead of glancing at the monitor there. Okay, so it's 9-8 in favor of the Spartans. Skolecki with the serve into the net, 9-9. Second service error, 1 in each set for the Spartans, and now the serve will go into the hands of Cara Berg. Goshen makes first contact. Skolecki with the set for Brooke Swanson, blocked at the net, and Kellerman will keep it alive. Here's a chance for Miller, sending it over, dug out by Goshen. Skolecki to Swanson, or no, check that wasn't Swanson, it was Georgia Paul, who gets the kill. 10-9 in favor of Oak Grove, so I guess she didn't get the kill. Now it's 11-9. That one kind of went off the shoulder of Carly Goshen. She bumped into one of her teammates. Cara Berg with a kill and an ace will serve it up here for the Grovers. First contact is made there, and now it's Grace Miller trying to send it over, and point Grovers. Touch violation on Fargo North. (12-9). Grovers up by 3. Serve is up and over as well. Skolecki with the bump set near side here, and that is Georgia Paul. 12-10. Serve goes into the hands of Georgia Paul. Slight jump serve up and over. Here's the set. Attack middle of the net. That was Zeiss. Kept alive there by the Spartans. I believe that was, I want to say, Grace DeYoung, and it was Grace DeYoung, and she'll get the kill. Skolecki on the assist there, and Fargo North within 1, 12-11. As number 11, Georgia Paul serves it over. Free ball from Nye Miller, sent back over to the Spartans. Skolecki will bump set it towards the middle of the net there, and Georgia Paul, or Carly Goshen, excuse me, will send it over. Now Grove goes on the attack, but it is blocked by Grace Miller, out of bounds. Point Grovers. 13-11. Emily Stover into the lineup to serve now for Oak Grove. It's up and over and out of bounds. Carly Goshen will have the serve now with her team trailing by 1. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the back set by Berg, but a little didn't quite go the direction they wanted. And that's going to result in a touch violation for Oak Grove. That will also result in a 13-13 tie. So Carly Goshen will continue on the serve here for Fargo North. High serve that comes downward and a nice projection there, but Kellerman able to dig it out, and then Julia Bogart will put it down for the kill. Grovers retake the lead at 14-13. Skolecki will bump it, sent over there and kept alive by Stover. Bogart tries to shove it over, and sending it back is Reagan Carlson. Now Cara Berg with the set. Bogart sends it back over. Diving is Goshen. Bogart shutting the door. That's her 5th kill of the match. And it's a 2-point lead here for Oak Grove. 15-13. Cara Berg will continue on the serve here for the Grovers. Oh, check that. It was Jaden Zeiss on the serve. My bad. And a point for Fargo North. 15-14. Trissa Grande with the serve for Fargo North. It's up and over. Kellerman makes first contact. Berg with the back set there for Nye Miller, and Fargo North will send it back. And they'll get it down for the kill. I'm not sure if it was Carlson. It was Carlson, okay? 15-all. Berg with the set. Middle of the net, and getting it through there was Punsack with the kill. Punsack, a sophomore middle hitter for the Grovers, will give her team the lead again at 16-15, and it'll be Nye Miller on the serve. Goshen. Grande, and then sending it over with Skolecki. Diving for it there was Kellerman. Grande with the set, and sending it over there was Carlson. And that one, did it drop inside the line? It did. All right, Nye Miller will send the serve over here. Back in 2 and a whistle, and point Oak Grove. That one just barely made it over and also easily made it out of bounds. Point Fargo North. Service error number 3 of the match. All 3 of them coming here in set 2 for the Grovers. That's Alisha Luz. Kellerman, first contact, set, and middle of the net there, that was Punsack. Now Bogart will try and send it over. Kept alive by Skolecki. Luz will bump it, far pin. Grovers keep it alive. Berg with the set to Bogart. Bogart sends it over. Goshen dives. Luz keeps it alive, and it's sent over there by Georgia Paul. And the volley will continue. Until there, the attacking error by Berg into the net. That's the 8th attacking error of the match for Oak Grove, and we are now a 1-point deficit here for the Spartans as Luz will continue on the serve. And it'll be an ace for Anna-Shell Luz. Check that, was it? Yes, it was Luz. (18-18). Luz on the serve again. This time it's first contact is made by Stover. Berg will send it back over. Goshen will make first contact. Back set for Skolecki, and it's a kill for Skolecki on the assist from Grande. I have Skolecki down for 5 kills. They only are ever down for 2 kills on the scoreboard there. It's 19-18 in favor of the Fargo North Spartans. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here during the timeout. Turn down the background mic there to keep that song out of there as best as we possibly can. Once again, C-team game went to Fargo North 2-0, 25-18 and 25-17. The Junior Varsity game went to Fargo North 2-1, 25-20. Spartans in set 1, 25-23. Grovers in set 2 and 18-16. Some bonus volleyball in favor of the Spartans in set 3 of that Junior Varsity game. And right now, the Spartans lead 1-0 with a 25-22 set win in set 1, and they lead right now by 19-18 here in set 2. It's been back and forth between these two squads here, and it's been a good matchup. Like I said in the pregame show, we're looking forward to this one, and now through the 19-18 score of set 2, you know why we were looking forward to it. We expected it to be a good matchup, and it has been so far, and Julia Bogart will get another kill. Ties us up at 19. Serve from Bogart is up and over. Luge makes first contact. Skolecki will send it back to the middle of the net and be sent over by Carlson, and she will get the kill. 20-19, Spartans with the lead. Ketterall coming to serve here for Fargo North. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is not going to quite make it over, and we're tied at 20. Third service error of the match for the Fargo North Spartans, and the serve going to the hands of Natalia Kellerman, a senior libero. Serve is up and over, and Goshen will send it back. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the bump set near side, and it just missed the line on the attack by Sydney Olson. Attacking error number 3 of the match, or of the set, number 9 of the match. And a point for Fargo North to make it 21-20. Serve going to the hands of Emily Skolecki, the sophomore. Skolecki, high arcing jump serve up and over. Kellerman makes first contact. There's the setup as it's sent over by Zeiss, and now Fargo North will send over a free ball. Zeiss will try again. Kept alive there by Grace Miller. Blocked at the net, and the Grovers keep it alive. Punched over there by Kellerman. Skolecki with a back set, and out of bounds on the attack. Nice attempt there by Grace Miller, but out of bounds and point for Oak Grove. 8 attackers, 4 in set 1, 4 in set 2 here for the Spartans, and Berg with the serve up and over, tied at 21. Skolecki with the back set here, sent over. That was Georgia Paul, and the Grovers will keep it alive. Zeiss tried to power that one down, and Zeiss will get that one into the net. Attacking error number 4, number 10 of the match for the Grovers, and the Spartans take the lead at 22-21. Georgia Paul will have the serve. Serve in, no, I thought it was into the net, but the Grovers will keep it alive. Two-hand push over there by Miller. Sklanke with the bump set. Far side, I believe that was Grace DeYoung. And it was, number 6 there for Fargo North. Grace Miller tried to pop it over, and that will be a point for Grace Miller. And Fargo North will take a 2-point lead. Grovers will take a timeout as they're down by 2. We will do the same. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. 23-21. With the serve is Georgia Paul, out of bounds. 23-22. Serve will go into the hands of Emily Stover, who has 1 ace so far, as well as a kill for the Grovers. Carly Goshen will send it over. Kellerman, Berg for Bogart. Got it on the line. So now Fargo North will take a timeout, and we will too. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back here. It's tied at 23. The Grovers will have the serve. They were down 2 at the last timeout. They've come back, tied it up, and now Fargo North. We'll see if they can score a point out of the timeout. Sklecki for Grace Miller, got it down! And it's set point for the Fargo North Spartans. Carly Goshen will have the serve here for Fargo North. It's set point once again. Kellerman, now Berg for Bogart near side. Dug out by Goshen, kept alive by the Spartans. Sent over there by Carlson. Bogart will try and send it over again. Carlson tipped it, and that one will come back over. Kellerman, Berg, sent over. Jaden Zeiss. Tied at 24. Bonus volleyball coming up here. Jaden Zeiss with her 5th kill of the match. It'll be, I believe, Bogart. Zeiss with the serve. Sklecki will bump it near side and got it. Oh, it was out of bounds, really. Looked like it was in front of the line to me there on the attack by Grace DeYoung, but not so. And now it's set point for the Grovers. And Fargo North will talk it over, and Jaden Zeiss will have the serve when we come out of the timeout after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. Oak Grove High School here in North Fargo, just a little bit south of Fargo North High School. Fargo North in the pink on the far side, Oak Grove in the white on the near side. And it's 25-24, set point Grovers. Jaden Zeiss with the serve. It's up and over. First contact is made. Skolecki with the back set. Grace Miller tried to put it over, but Julia Bogart blocked it down, and that will be the set for the Grovers. And we're tied at 1 as a result. We'll take a timeout. Back with set 3 here in a couple of minutes on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
All right, welcome back as we head into set number 3 here. Unofficial stats look like this. Grovers, Julia Bogart, 7 kills and a block. Jaden Zeiss, 5 kills, 2 blocks. Morgan Nymiller, 2 kills, 2 blocks. Emily Stover with a kill and an ace. Cara Berg with a kill, block, and an ace. Sophie Punsack with 2 kills and a block. Natalia Kellerman with a kill. And Sydney Olsen with 4 kills and a block for the Fargo North Spartans. Brooke Swanson with a kill. Anna Shell Luz with an ace. Grace DeYoung with 7 kills. Grace Miller with 3 kills. Kennedy Folden with a kill. Georgia Paul with 4 kills and an ace. Emily Skolecki with 5 kills. Annabelle Ketterall with an ace and 3 kills for Reagan Carlson. 8 attack errors, 2 service errors, 2 net violations, 1 touch violation for the Fargo North Spartans. 10 attack errors, 3 service errors, 1 net violation, 1 touch violation unofficially for the Oak Grove Grovers. 25-22 Spartans, set 1, 26-24. Grovers in set 2, and now we head to set number 3. And it'll be Carly Goshen with the serve here for Fargo North. And we're underway in set 3. Here's the back set. That is Zeiss sending it over. Goshen makes first contact, and now the setup for Georgia Paul. Blocked at the net. Skalecki and Brooke Swanson in on that block. Skalecki had more contact on the block. Brooke Swanson with a slight assist on it. And the Spartans strike first in set 3. Lose will set it up for Georgia Paul. Sends it over. Kellerman makes first contact. Set. And that is Jaden Zeiss with the kill. 1-1. Carberg serve up and over. Luge makes first contact. Here's the set by Grande, and that will be sent over by Skalecki. A couple touches later, it comes back, but not over, and it's a point for the Spartans.
For Swanson and Paul.
Skalecki with the serve. Kellerman first contact. Here's the set, and that's sent over by Zeiss. Diving for it was Paul. Skalecki will set it up. Grace Miller touched back over. One touch, and Brooke Swanson was in on one of those touches. Carly Goshen is okay. I thought for a moment that it looked like she was in a little bit of pain, but she's just laughing, so that's a good thing. 2-2. Now you can make it 3-2. That's her 8th kill according to my numbers here. That makes it 4-2 in favor of the Spartans. Berg with a bump set. Bogart sends it over. Goshen digs it out. Bump set near side. That is Carlson, and it was blocked out of bounds. Carlson will get credit for the kill. Oh, they're saying Grace DeYoung. Let me look. Oh, yep, that was my bad. My bad. It was indeed Grace DeYoung with the kill. That's her 9th. Set up. Zeiss! That cuts the lead in half here as it's 6-3. It says 6-2. Okay, it's 6-2, I guess, and not 6-3. So Grovers want to talk it over after they fall down by 5 here early on in set number 3. Should still be a good matchup here, and we come back after this short timeout. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back out of the timeout of Oak Grove. It's 7-2. Grovers trail by 5 and await the serve here from, I believe that was Georgia Paul. And it was. And that drops in bounds for a kill for Bogart. 7-3, 1-0 Grovers out of the Grover timeout. Serve will roll into the hands there of Jaden Zeiss. Serve is over. Goshen makes first contact. Skolecki with the set for Brooke Swanson. Kept alive there by the Grovers. And the Grovers, Bogart will send over a free ball. Skolecki sends it near side here. That is Grace DeYoung with her 10th kill of the match. 8-3, 5-point advantage here for Fargo North. Checking in will be Reagan Carlson, number 15, as well as Ketterall, number 34 there, who will have the serve. Kellerman makes first contact. Berg with the bump set for Bogart, and that's dug out there by, I'm drawing a blank on the name, Ketterall, I'm sorry. And that'll be a block for Oak Grove, 8-4. Grace Miller getting her 4th kill. Skolecki picking up the assist on that one. Grande sends the serve over. Sent over by Berg. Carlson puts it down. Kill number 4 for Carlson. And it's 10-4 in favor of the Spartans here in set 3. Grande's serve is up and over. Here's the set. That is Cara Berg sending it over. Nice dig out there by Grace DeYoung. And a nice dig out there by Carly Goshen. So the Spartans got it back over and 2, and another dig out, this one by Georgia Paul. And DeYoung sends it over on the line, got it down. 11-4 as Grace DeYoung picks up her 11th kill of the match. Grande with the serve. Tip back over there by the Grovers. Back set for Skolecki. And Skolecki will get the kill. And the Spartans are cruising here in set number 3. We're tied at 1-1. Spartans take set 1. Grovers take set 2. Grande will continue on the serve. Kellerman first touch. Here's the set by Nymiller. Cross court to Bogart. Diving dig by Goshen goes right back over to the Grovers. Bogart will try again. Grande, and there'll be some contact, and they'll call a lift, a touch violation. That's the first one on the Spartans since early on in set 2. They did not have one in set 1. Only their second touch violation of the match, and a point for Oak Grove, and it's 12-5. Goshen will make the first contact. Here's a set by Grande for Skolecki. Skolecki with 8 kills now, according to my numbers, and that'll put the serve into the hands of Anna Shaluz, the junior defensive specialist. Her serve is up and over. Kellerman makes first contact. Nymiller with the set, and that is sent over by Punsack, I believe. Yep, that was Punsack. That one will fall short. Wrong side of the net, another point, and Oak Grove just not getting any breaks here in set number 3. Nymiller with the bump. Berg sends it over and out of bounds. Attacking error number 4 of the set, 14 of the match, as my pen seems to be running out of ink here. I'm going to scribble a little hard to get the ink to work again. So it's 15-5, 16-5. So the Spartans out to a large lead here in set number 3. Luge gets it over, back set for Berg on the attack. And they will get it back over after a couple hits into the net. Berg, Goshen diving. Skolecki sends it over. And the volley continues. Touch violation. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Touch violation on the Grovers. And a timeout, Oak Grove. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, coming out of the Oak Grove timeout, they trail and have a huge deficit to make up. 17-5 as set 3 has just not gone the Grovers' way. After a very impressive set 1 and 2, the Grovers seem to get a point out of the timeout on the service error there. So that's one closer, but still down by 11 here, as number 11, Natalia Kellerman, will have the serve. Kellerman serve, hit the tape as it comes over and down for an ace. That's the third ace of the match here for the Grovers. Both teams now have 3 aces in this match, and Kellerman will continue on the serve as their team's now within 10. Can she cut it to single digits here on this serve? She can! Back-to-back aces for Natalia Kellerman, the senior libero, and it's a 9-point game now. 17-8. Should be 17-8. They haven't updated the scoreboard in the gym yet. Goshen will keep that one alive. Skolecki will send it back over. Diving for it, I believe, was Nymiller. Skolecki partially blocked at the net, and Grovers get it back over. Goshen gets it back over. Goshen keeps it alive. Carlson will bump it over and down. Carlson with the 5th point, and it's 18-7. Should be 18-8. We're going to keep our scoreboard. It should be 18-8. And they're going to call a lift here. And once again, it should be 19-8. Unless I missed something, but I'm pretty confident it's supposed to be 19-8. There we go. Now they updated it. And now it's 19-9. There we go. My confidence was strong. Zeiss. So Carberg will have the serve, and Goshen will make first contact. Grande with the back set for Skolecki. And it'll drop out of bounds. Point Fargo North, 20-10, as they'll double up on the Grovers here. It's been a rough set 3 here for Oak Grove. Skolecki with the serve. Goshen will dig it out. Nice job there. Blocked at the net. Swanson and Grace Miller on the block. And it's 20-11. As that block will not count. It'll be a point for Oak Grove. And another point for Oak Grove, and it's 20-12. Skolecki will set it up for Grace Miller. Got it down inside the line. 21-12. Grace Miller with her 5th kill of the match. (21-12). That was off the hand there, Grace DeYoung. Should be a point for the Grovers, and it is. Zeiss will get credit for the kill / block. Serve hits the tapes as it comes over. Grace DeYoung tried to send it over. Joust for it at the net, and DeYoung was swatted out of bounds. 21-14. Ketterall, their 2nd ace of the match. And a couple points away here from ending what you could maybe consider a nightmare set here for Oak Grove. But Julia Bogart will make it a little bit less of a scary set here as we approach Halloween. 23-15 on the kill there by Bogart. Grace Miller blocked at the net. Skolecki with a back bump to Goshen, who sends it over. Bogart gets it down for the kill. That's her 10th of the match. Julia Bogart, the senior outside hitter. 23-16. Bogart will try again. Skolecki will keep it alive. Goshen will bump it back here for Grace DeYoung. Sends it over, kept alive. Miller on the 2nd touch, sends it in the direction of Bogart. Now Goshen will dig it out. Skolecki with the back set. Grace Miller, it should be in, was there a net violation instead? Either way, net violation or kill by Grace Miller. It's still 24, and it is set point here for the Spartans. Here's the set. Grace DeYoung tipped as it comes over. Grovers will keep it alive. Bogart dug out there by the Spartans. Joust for it at the net, and it falls down as Bogart as well as Punsack in on the block there. Bogart with the serve. Goshen will make first contact. It'll be bumped over for Skolecki near pin. Nicely done there. Niemiller on the second touch. Free ball here for the Spartans. Grande for Carlson. Over the middle, dug out nicely by Bogart. Set up middle of the net. Punsack gets it down. 24-18. Bogart will continue on the serve. See if the Grovers can rally here. Or if the Spartans can put it away. Skolecki blocked at the net. Goshen should have let that one go. Doesn't matter. They'll get the kill and the point, and they'll win set 2. 25-18, your final to the Spartans in set 3. We'll go to a set 4, and we'll see if the Grovers can rebound and force a set 5, or if the Spartans will end it here in the next set. Back in a moment on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life.
All right, welcome back. Two sets to one in favor of the Fargo North Spartans over the Oak Grove Grovers. Class A versus Class B matchup. Grover's sitting at number 2 right now in Class B Region 1. Fargo North sitting at number 7 right now in Class A EDC. Grovers have a very important matchup tomorrow night against Northern Cass. The outcome of that will result in a possible seeding change between the 1 and the 2 seeds going into that Region 1 tournament here for the Grovers. That'll be a point for Oak Grove to start off set 4. We'll get that set 4 score up here in a moment, I promise you. There it is. Nice job there. Sydney Olson with the kill, and it's 2-0 Oak Grove. Serve will go into the hands of Kara Berg. Berg serve up and over. Kept alive there. There's Nye Miller, couldn't quite get it over the top. And that will fall for a point for Fargo North. Kellerman will dig that one out. And Bogart, or no, check that. That was Nye Miller on the attack there. Nye Miller got, I think, her left hand on it, like 4 of her 5 fingers on her left hand. Got the block. There's one of her teammates was in on the block too, but I couldn't quite track it all down with my eyeballs there. That's the second ace of the match here for Stover. That's 4-1 in favor of Oak Grove. Sklecki with the set. Brooke Swanson sends it over. Kellerman dives, keeps it alive there for Bogart, who will send it over. And it'll drop for a point for Oak Grove. I have Bogart with 11 kills now. They have her with 10. So we're off by 1 somehow. That one will fall for a point for Grace DeYoung. (5-2). Spartans back within 3 here as they lead the match 2-1. Had a pretty dominating set in set 3 there. Oak Grove trying to rebound. So far, they have a 3-point advantage as a serve from Kettleman will come over. And a chance here for Fargo North. Sends it back over in 2, and Kellerman dives, and they get it back over to the Spartans. And that'll be a lift, a touch violation on the Spartans. Through 3 sets, 10 attack errors, 2 service errors, 2 net violations, 2 touch violations. That is now the 3rd touch violation for Fargo North. 14 attack errors, 5 service errors, 2 net violations, 2 touch violations for Oak Grove through 3 sets of play. Blocked at the net there. That was Carlson and Miller. They'll credit the block to Grace Miller, but Carlson definitely had a hand on that one as well. 6-3. And the Grovers will get it back over. Goshen will make first contact. Set up here for, it was Grace DeYoung. And a diving Emily Stover couldn't get there in time. So serve will go into the hands of Trissa Grande. Kellerman, Berg with the set. Bogart near pin. Got it down! 7-4. Grovers hanging on to that 3-point lead. Serve will go into the hands of Morgan Nye Miller, the senior. Her sister Bailey sang the national anthem at the beginning of our match. She graduated, I think it was 2 years ago from Oak Grove, if I remember correctly. Bogart gets another kill. She has 12 according to my numbers, and that's what they have her up on the scoreboard now as well. Sent over by Carlson. Bogart on the attack, bumped by Grande. Now Goshen will bump it back for Grace DeYoung, but it's an attacking error into the net. That is the 12th attack error of the match here for the Spartans. Once again, I'm having trouble with my pen here, but 9-4. Number 5 will serve with the 5-point lead, and they'll try and make it 6 here as they'll set it up for Punsack, who got her. 10-4, and Fargo North will talk it over. Back in a moment.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. With the serve is Morgan Niemiller. The serve is up and over and down for an ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aces for the Grovers compared to just 4 for Fargo North. Want to say hi to Catherine, Christy, Casey, and Justin for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Certainly appreciate that one. Tipped as it comes over. I believe Carlson's going to get credit for the kill. So it's 11-5. Serve is up and over. Kellerman makes first contact. Running after it there was Niemiller. And Bogart will get credit for the kill as the Spartans are unable to return it. 12-5, and after the Spartans took a commanding lead in set 3, now the Grovers have a commanding lead here in set 4. And if Fargo North doesn't rally, we could see set 5 here. Skolecki will get credit for the kill on that one. And according to my numbers, that's her 9th. Let's take a look at the board. I must have missed something, or maybe I'm going to be a little bit more confident and say they missed something. I don't know, maybe not, but we'll go with 9 for now. Out of bounds. A little too much on that one. 12-7. Carly Goshen on the serve here for Fargo North. Kellerman makes first contact. And that is Olsen, Sydney Olsen. Can't get it over, or does get it over, but Fargo North kept it alive. And now I believe that was Bird. Yes, it was Bird. That's her second kill. Let's double check the boards. Yep, that's what they got her down for as well, is 2. 13-7. Kellerman's serve. Here's Grande with the set, and Skolecki will bump it over. Zeiss dug out there by Goshen, and Zeiss partially blocked at the net, and the Grovers keep it alive. Sending it over there was Georgia Paul, and now the Grovers will go on the attack as Kara Berg sends it over. A nice diving dig out there by Anna Luge. Now Georgia Paul, set by Grande, and that was Brooke Swanson. Somehow the Grovers kept that one alive. They'll bump it back over, and Grande will back set it. Emily Skolecki down inside the line, and that is a kill for Emily Skolecki. That is her 10th, according to my numbers. She also has a block, and it's 13-8. Skolecki will have the serve. Bogart got low to dig that one out, and a little too much power on that one, and a free point for the Spartans. Attacking error number 17 of the match here for the Grovers. They had 14 through the first 3 sets, and now 3 in this set so far. Skolecki with the serve again, and that'll be an ace for Skolecki off the missed time bump by Kellerman. Fifth ace of the match for Fargo North. 13-10, they're back within 3. Kellerman will touch it. Here's the set by Niemiller, and that'd be Jaden Zeiss who will put it down for the kill. Had to wait a little bit there. Zeiss now with 10 kills according to my numbers. And that's what they got her up on the scoreboard for as well. Carberg with the serve, up and over. Skolecki with the bump for Grace Miller. Out of bounds. (15-10). Carberg will have the serve here for Oak Grove. Goshen, Skolecki, back set, Georgia Paul sends it over and out of bounds. 16-10. Goshen will get it. A low set there by Skolecki, and it was blocked by Nymiller. Skolecki will set it up for Georgia Paul, but out of bounds. Another point for the Grovers, and it's 18-10. Spartans will talk it over, and we'll let them. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. Oak Grove High School here. Mike Mason with you on the ND Sports Channel. Spartans lead the Grovers 2-1, but right now the Grovers are threatening to tie it up with an 18-10 lead here as we come out of the Fargo North timeout. Here in set 4 of this Class A versus Class B matchup. Number 2 team from Region 1 of Class B and the number 7 team from Class A EDC. And speaking of number 7, that was Grace Miller, who couldn't quite get it over. Not the way the Spartans wanted to come out of that timeout. Cara Berg will continue on the serve. Goshen on the second touch for Grace Miller will try again. This time Berg will dig it out, and Jaden Zeiss will put it down for the kill. I have to give props to the PA announcer there. Zeiss, nice. I like that one. I might have to use that in the future. 20-10, Grovers. Skolecki with the set. I think that was Swanson who pushed it over. Nymiller goes on the attack. Skolecki on the second touch sends in the direction of Georgia Paul, and back over to the Spartans a couple touches later. Grace Miller will try and tip it over, but Kellerman will dive and get that one. Joust for it at the net. That'll be won by the Spartans. Miller and Swanson on the blocks there. (20-11). Into the net, service error, 21-11. It's a 10-point lead here for the Grovers. That's only the 3rd service error of the match, according to my numbers, for the Spartans. They had one, check that, the 4th, actually. I misadded my numbers. They had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, none in the 3rd, and then that one right there. Nymiller on the attack. Blocked at the net. Skolecki will send it back over in 2. Diving for it there was Emily Stover. Back to the Spartans now. Back set on the attack and the kill. I think it was Grace Miller. It was. Skolecki will get the assist on that one, and Miller will get the kill. 21-12. Ketterall on the serve here for the Spartans. High serve up and over. Bogart makes first contact, but it'll be an ace for Ketterall. That's her 3rd ace of the match. So Ketterall will try again here. 21-13, her team's down 8. Bogart sends it over, kept alive. Skolecki on the back set, but Miller had to turn around and bumped it over. Free ball for the Grovers. Bogart on the attack, and she'll get the kill. That's her 15th kill of the match for Julia Bogart, the senior outside hitter. 22-13, and the Grovers are happy with this set after a disappointing set 3 for the Grover fans. And it'll be an ace for Zeiss. I can't say that. It sounds better coming from the PA announcer. 23-13, 10-point advantage. Zeiss, well, not this time, not so nice. A service error. That's the 4th of the match. The other 3 all came in set 2. (23-14). Tressa Grande with the serve. Bogart runs up on it, pushes it over. Goshen to Grande. Blocked at the net there by DeYoung, but the Grovers will keep it alive. Miller on the attack. Spartans will keep it alive. Then they'll send it into the net on the attacking error, and it is set point for the Grovers. Six attacking errors in this set for a total of 16 in the match for the Spartans. Blocked at the net, and it'll fall for a point. Skolecki will get credit for the kill. That's her 11th kill of the match. (24-15). Stover taking a moment to tie her shoe. Serve is over. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set, and that is Punsack. Check that. Yeah, it was Punsack. Kellerman will dive. Set, and they got it over somehow, some way. They got that one over. And it'll fall for a point. Carlson will get the kill. Grande with the assist, 24-16. Anashel Luz, the junior, will have the serve. Kellerman makes first contact. Here's the set by Miller, sent over by Bogart. She got the kill, and the Grovers will win set 4 and will go to set 5. Tied at 2. Grovers take it 25-16. Back in a couple moments here with the 5th and final deciding set. First one to 15 or to win by 2 will win the match. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect.
All right, we'll come out of the break here a little bit, a couple seconds sooner here. We're ready for set 5, the first one to 15 or to win by 2. It's been a good one so far, and I would suspect that this 5th set will not disappoint. We'll take the 2 points off the board there. I'm not sure how that got up there. I have to double check something here when it comes to our set 5 scores. Okay, that's what it was. That set 5 score was set to reflect the number of sets the Grovers have won. So let's change that, and now it should show 0, and it does. And now it should show 1-0. And it does. All right, we're ready to go. Make it 2-0. That's her second ace of the match. Carly Goshen will get the point, and it's 2-1 in favor of Oak Grove here in set number 5. Once again, first to 15 or to win by 2. Kellerman will make first contact. Berg will set it up. That is out of bounds on the attack there by Jaden Zeiss. And we're tied at 2 as a result. Time of the broadcast, 2 hours, 8 minutes, 33 seconds and counting. One of the longer volleyball matches we've had, but we're enjoying it. That one's tipped as it comes over. Attack far side, Sydney Olson, kept alive by Goshen and the Spartans. Now Kellerman will keep that one alive. Berg will set it up for Zeiss, and she will put it back over on the return from the Spartans. She put it back over, and that's a point for Oak Grove, 3-2. Emily Stover, a kill and 2 aces, according to my numbers, will serve it up. With her team leading by 1, here's Grace Miller, blocked at the net. Goshen will dive, another joust for it at the net, and Zeiss with the block gets the point, and the Grovers go up by another one, 3-3. Let's see here, the scoreboard shows 3-3. I think it should be 4-2. Yeah, they're discussing that it should be 4-2. That's what I have. They're going to double check the scoring at the table there. I had 3-2 prior to that point, so it should be 4-2. We're going to go ahead and put 4-2 up here for the Grovers, and then we'll manually adjust it back if they decide that's not the score. The Oak Grove fans over on the far side are saying it's 4-2. I haven't been able to determine if any Fargo North fans agree with that. Of course, Oak Grove fans would hope that it's 4-2 instead of 3-3. But so that's the cause for the short delay here on what started out as an exciting set 5, and hopefully it will continue after the discussion here, which takes apparently a long time. I know part of the process is they check the scorebooks for both teams to make sure that they have similar numbers. And they will indeed be 4-2 in favor of Oak Grove, just like we thought. So now we can get back to the set. Stover with killing 2 aces, serves it over, comes back to the Grovers now, and Zeiss blocked at the net. Kellerman keeps it alive initially as Bogart tries to send it back over. Skalecki sends it over for Georgia Paul, but the Grovers will keep it alive, bump over a free ball. Lush will make first contact. Skalecki, Brooke Swanson, was it in bounds? It was not. It was. It was out of the camera view, and it was out of my view. I couldn't even stand up to see the official with the flag or anything like that. So 4-3 as a result. Here's Bogart. Oh, out of bounds. It would have been a nice kill, but the court awareness wasn't there on that particular pushover. Now tie us up. 4-4. Kellerman makes first contact. Berg with the set. Zeiss sends it over and down. 5-4, Grovers lead. Serve will go into the hands of Jaden Zeiss. She has 1 ace in this match. Grovers have a total of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 aces in the match overall. Out of bounds. Nice ball awareness there by the Spartans. And that'll keep this match tied at 5. Ketterall will serve it up. Standing serve goes into the net. Service error and a point for the Grovers. Through 4 sets for the Spartans, 16 attack errors, 4 service errors, 2 net violations, 3 touch violations. Now 17 attack errors, 5 service errors. For the Grovers, 17 attackers, 4 service errors, 2 net violations, 2 touch violations. It's 6-5 Grovers. Goshen on the touch, bumps it over. Kellerman, now Nymiller will set it up here. That'll be pushed over by Bogart. Chance for the Spartans. Grace Miller will power it through the block down for the point, and we're tied at 6. Number 7 has her 7th kill of the match, according to my numbers, and that's what the scoreboard says, too. Kellerman will make the first touch, and it'll be sent over by Bogart, but out of bounds. Just barely, though. It just went over by a little bit. And a point for the Spartans as they'll take their first lead of set 5. 7-6, Trissa Grande with a serve. Grande serve into the net. We're tied at 7. Seven. Skalecki sends it over. Nymiller with the set. On the attack is Berg. Dug out nicely there by, I believe, might have been Georgia Paul, and it was. And that will go into the books as an attacking error on Oak Grove as they just lost control of it there. I don't think they'll credit. Let me look at the scoreboard. Nope, they will not credit a point to anybody. So it'll just be a side-out point for the Spartans. And it's an 8-7 lead for Fargo North. Anishel Luge on the serve. Kellerman makes first contact. Nye Miller with the set over to the far pin. Blocked at the net, and it goes out of bounds. Sydney Olson will get credit for the point. We're tied at 8. Now the officials are going to get together here. I'm pretty sure it was blocked by Fargo North out of bounds, and it should be Oak Grove point if what I saw was correct. Okay, and that must have been the case. That one's inbounds. That is Georgia Paul with the 5th kill of the match. That'll put Carly Goshen on the serve. Nye Miller with the set. Zeiss puts it down in front of the back line. We're tied at 9. I have Zeiss down for 13 kills, 6 blocks, and an ace. And they have her down for 13 kills and an ace, so I'm guessing the 6 blocks are accurate as well. On the attack, out of bounds. That was Sydney Olson on the attacking error there for the Grovers. That's the 20th attacking error of the match for Oak Grove, compared to just 17 for Fargo North. Sklecki with the serve and the ace. That's her 2nd ace of the match, and now the Spartans have a 2-point lead, 11-9. Critical moment in the match here for Oak Grove. If Fargo North scores again, that could be bad news for the Grovers. Grovers need a point right here. On the attack is Nye Miller. Sklecki setting it up for Georgia Paul, blocked at the net, and there will be a kill for Georgia Paul. Deflected out of bounds, and the Spartans take a 3-point lead, and the Grovers want to talk it over. We'll be back in a moment on the ND Sports Channel. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. It is 12-9. We were tied at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then Fargo North got a couple points. Oak Grove got one back, and now Fargo North leads 12-9. So we've been tied up until recently, and we'll see if Oak Grove can rally here, as they are in a very critical part of the match here, where Fargo North only needs 3 points to win it. Serve from Sklecki is over. Here's the set, sent over by Zeiss. Georgia Paul will bump it, far pin for Georgia Paul. Kept alive there by Bogart. Kellerman will send over a free ball here for the Spartans. Sklecki on the back set, Grace Miller. Out of bounds! Point Grovers. That was a close one, though. I thought for sure that Miller was going to get it in for the point. Lucky break there for Oak Grove. Emily Stover with 2 aces and a kill will serve it up. Can she get a 3rd ace? Not this time, at least not yet. Grace Miller pushes it over, and the Grovers get lucky there as they'll keep it alive, send it over. Anishel Luge will make first contact. Sklecki sends it over. Brooke Swanson puts it down for the kill. It was tipped as I was going out of bounds, and it's 13-10 Fargo North. Bogart on the attack, blocked at the net. Grovers will keep it alive. They'll have another chance. They'll bump it over. Sklanky with the set. Brooke Swanson tipped at the net, and Brooke Swanson with back-to-back kills. And it's match point. We'll keep it right here during the timeout, and if we have to, we'll either talk a lot or turn down the crowd mic if they play a song. 14-10. Grover fans cheering on their team. OGH once again. 24/7 on-demand replay of this match will be available within about 30 to 60 minutes after the conclusion of our post-game show. It's going to be tough here to pick a player of the game. We might have to pick one for each side, regardless of who wins or loses on this one here. We'll see if the Grovers can rally. We had bonus volleyball a couple sets ago where the Grovers rallied and ended up winning 26-24. And now it's not a mountain, but it's definitely a hill that the Grovers will have to climb here. Georgia Paul will have the serve. Can she ace it out for the win? No, not on this particular serve anyway. Bogart will push it back over. Free ball, Goshen. Skolecki. Tipped at the net and down. A block by Zeiss. 14-11. Her 7th block of the match according to my numbers. Serve, I believe it's Bogart. No, it's not. It's Zeiss. Ponytail was covering up the number there. Skolecki for Grace Miller. Kept alive there by the Spartans. Now Bogart will go on the attack. Tipped as it goes over the net. Goshen to Skolecki. Cross court there and kept alive. And Cara Berg will set it up for Bogart. And they'll be tipped. And that will be the match. Spartans win it 3-2. 15-11 in set number 5, excuse me. All right, we'll take a short timeout, come back with a post-game show right after this here on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they are on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Do you have family that lives in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team at a rate far cheaper than you would pay with a radio or TV station. Plus, we can actually show you who's watching the game, the age group, and the actual number of viewers. And our operating expenses average about 75.8% less than the operating cost of a radio or TV station, and as a result, our sponsor packages are far cheaper. So, team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they are on the road playing. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Download Game Time today.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network, since October 17, 2017, has brought you over 550 games in our first 2 years, and a grand total of 107,000 plus have watched our live video streams or listened to our live online radio broadcast, and we have absolutely no intention to hold back heading into year number 3. We have brought you varsity, junior varsity, and C-team high school sports in over 35 towns and cities, featuring teams from multiple states, and have featured over 90 teams in those broadcasts. Soccer, football, basketball, hockey, softball, volleyball, baseball, and swimming, with plans to grow and cover even more sports in the future. Consider a sponsorship that gives your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you could expect and more. You can also make a one-time donation, safe and secure, using our PayPal link on our website. Thanks for being loyal viewers and supporting our network over the past 2 years. All right, welcome back here, Fargo North High School, or check that, Oak Grove High School in North Fargo, and the Fargo North Spartans will pick up the win in 5 sets. A great match here between a Class A and a Class B school. 3 sets to 2 in favor of the Spartans, 25-22, 24-26, 25-18, 16-25, and 15-11. Let's see here. For Fargo North, 17 total attacking errors, 6 service errors, 2 net violations, 3 touch violations for the Oak Grove Grovers. I had them down for 20 attack errors, 4 service errors, 2 net violations, and 2 touch violations. Individual scoring, it was really hard to pick a player of the game, by the way. But individual scoring, we did pick one. Julia Bogart, 15 kills, 2 blocks, according to my numbers for the Grovers. Jaden Zeiss, both Bogart and Zeiss get honorable mentions for player of the game, even in a losing effort there. Jaden Zeiss with a total of 13 kills, 7 blocks, and an ace. Morgan Nymiller with 3 kills, 6 blocks, and an ace. Emily Stover with a kill and 2 aces. Karaberg with 2 kills, a block, and 2 aces. Sophie Punsack with 4 kills, 2 blocks, and Natalia Kellerman with a kill and 2 aces. Sydney Olson with 6 kills and a block. Total team numbers, 45 kills, 19 blocks, 8 aces for the Oak Grove Grovers. For Fargo North, Brooke Swanson, 3 kills and 5 blocks. Anna Luge with an ace. Grace DeYoung with 13 kills. Grace Miller with 7 kills and 4 blocks. Kennedy Folden with a kill. Carly Goshen with a kill. Georgia Paul with 6 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace. Emily Skolicki with 11 kills, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. And Annabelle Ketterall with 3 aces. And Reagan Carlson with 7 kills and 2 blocks. Total numbers for the Spartans, 49 kills, 15 blocks, and 7 aces. Unofficial numbers according to my numbers there. Once again, in the C team game, it was Fargo North 2-0 over Oak Grove, 25-18 and 25-17. And in the Junior Varsity game, it was Fargo North 2-1, 25-20, 23-25, and 18-16 in the Junior Varsity game. And in the Varsity game, the Fargo North Spartans take it 3-2, 25-22, 24-26, 25-18, 16-25, and 15-11. Just got a text. It says Davies must be really good at volleyball. Yes, they are pretty good. They've been. We'll get into that since we have both Class A and Class B to look at moving forward, and we'll get into why they're really good. And I'll answer that question for the listener who just texted us, so in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the updated team profiles here. And the Spartans improved to 9-15 on the year, improved to 3-6 on the road. 36 sets won now to just 49 sets lost. Their upcoming games will be tomorrow against Wahpeton, on Halloween at home against the West Fargo Packers, and then they'll wrap up the regular season in Valley City on November 5th with the postseason to be determined. Possible play-in match there for that region tournament for the Spartans. Maybe, just maybe, depending on how the final 4 or 5 games for the remaining teams in the EDC, they might be able to bump into the quarterfinals. It'll be close, though. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. And then for the Oak Grove Grovers, they fall to 23-7 on the year, 6-1. Their only home loss of the year to the Fargo North Spartans, still undefeated against Region 1 opponents. They have outwon their opponents in sets 64-19. I have no idea if that's what I intended to say, but it'll work for now. They have a very important matchup tomorrow night at in Hunter on the Palace of the Prairie there at Northern Cass, taking on the Jaguars. Winner of that one will more than likely solidify the number 1 seed in Class B Region 1, and then they'll wrap up the regular season here at home on November 4th, against Maple Valley with that Region 1 tournament. To be announced, that's the second week of November, I believe it is. Oak Grove will more than likely get a bye, barring an absolute fall apart here in the final few games of the season, but they more than likely will get that first round bye into the quarterfinals. They want to play the play-in match. They won't have to worry about that one at all. And really the only people they'll have to worry about in those quarterfinals is probably Northern Cass, Richland, Enderlin. Central Cass is kind of hanging in there too. Let me pull up the I don't have the on-screen version of this, but I do have the off-screen version of this. We'll start with the Region 1 standings, and this is not including today's matchup, but sort of including today's matchup for Oak Grove. They are now 23-7 on the season, still undefeated in Region 1 play. Northern Cass was undefeated at 13-0 until they lost to Richland a couple days ago. So now they're at 13-1, but Northern Cass still in the number 1 spot overall with a 26-6 an old record. With that loss, Oak Grove would actually be the number 1 seed in Region 1 right now. I apologize, I misread that, because even though Northern Cass has 2 extra games on Oak Grove with a 26-6 record versus Oak Grove's 24-6 record, Oak Grove is still undefeated in Region 1 play, so that makes them the number 1 seed, and it would take a Northern Cass win to put Northern Cass back in number 1. So Northern Cass right now number 2, Oak Grove number 1, Richland number 3. So if Northern Cass wins tomorrow, they will move back into the number 1 spot and dump Oak Grove down into number 2 once again. which is how it's been pretty much all season until Northern Cass lost to Richland just a couple days ago. So then you got Hankinson, Kindred, and Lisbon and Central Cass in the mix. And then the bottom half of the bracket for Region 1 is Wyoming Ridgewood. Enderlin, still a little bit of a scary team, even though they're in that bottom half of the bracket. And then you got Milner North, Sargent, Maple Valley, Tri-State, and Sargent Central winless in the region at 0-16, 1-25 overall, and on an 18-match losing streak. So that's the update for the Oak Grove Grovers. How do things look for, we'll go back and just get their logo on the screen at least here. For the Class A EDC side, Fargo Davies at 15-0 against EDC opponents. They are 24-1 overall. If memory serves me correctly, the only loss was towards the beginning of the season. I believe it was from a team out west, one of the Bismarck teams, if I remember correctly here. Let me double check that. Yeah, it was against Bismarck Century in the East-West Invitational back on August 31st. The Davies Eagles would lose 2-1 to Bismarck Century. That's the only match they've lost all year. Let's see here. Matter of fact, they've given up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've given up 7 sets in their last 18 matches. Let's put it that way. They did play Fargo Shanley tonight. I don't have a score on that one, so that stat doesn't include the Shanley match from tonight. And then they have Grand Forks Red River and Grand Forks Central. That is, once again, that's Fargo Davies. So that answers the question if they're really good. They've been really good. They were really good this year. They were really good last year. They almost went undefeated. They had stumbled a little bit in that state tournament. Outside of that, though, nothing to worry about. So for Fargo North, you got Fargo Davies at 15-0 in the EDC, followed by the Cheyenne Mustangs at 12-2. West Fargo Packers at 8-5 in the EDC. Fargo Shanley at 9-6. Valley City at 10-6. Grand Forks Red River at 10-5, and then you have Fargo North at 4-9. So like I said, they will more than likely get a play-in match, but if things go just right, they might sneak by into the quarterfinals. We'll have to see. Fargo South at 6-9 in the EDC, right behind Fargo North, but the Bruins and the Spartans have actually split their 2 meetings this year. And then, so that doesn't help things for either team, to be honest with you. And then Devils Lake at 3-10, Grand Forks Central at 1-12, and Wahpeton at 0-14. And Wahpeton's coming up on the schedule there for Fargo North. So that, if Fargo North can pick up a win in that game, that'll certainly help. It'll be a tough matchup against an 8-5, 19-7 overall matchup against West Fargo. And then they wrap it up with Valley City, who's kind of hovering right in the middle there, the EDC standings, 10-6 in the region, or check that, 10-6 in the conference, 13-9 overall for Valley City. So they should have 1 win for sure. Possibly 2 wins, and if they can play a really good game against West Fargo, they might be able to squeak out of the regular season, going 3-0, going 4-0 essentially in the final 4 games with the win tonight over the Oak Grove Grovers. So that's a look at your standings for Class A and Class B as they pertain to the 2 teams that played here tonight. Time now to select a player of the game, and I tell you, it was not easy at all. In a losing effort, we'll give an honorable mention to both Julia Bogart and Jaden Zeiss. Honorable mention to Grace DeYoung. Honorable mention to Grace Miller. There's a few more people that could probably be right on the border of being nominated for honorable mentions, but our player of the game is going to be Emily Skolecki, the sophomore center. Scored 15 points, 11 kills, 2 blocks, 2 aces, according to our numbers here, and she will be our player of the game for the Fargo North Spartans. Once again, if you go to our website at msportsnet.com, under the Games button, click on Games on Demand, or maybe it's Games on Demand. And you can see there that the 2 games, the C game and the JV game from earlier tonight, are already available for a 24/7 replay. The varsity game will be available within about 30 or so minutes after the conclusion of our broadcast here of our post-game show, which is coming up in just a couple of minutes. Also, under that Games button, you can click the stream schedule and check out the upcoming games. Those Oak Grove games will fall off here in a little bit, and then we'll have the EDC swim meet. Diving preliminaries on November 8th with the rest of the swim meet on November 9th. And that'll be at the Halbert Center in West Fargo. So if you have friends and family on any of the EDC swim teams. You can catch that live here on the ND Sports channel, and that may or may not wrap up. We may or may not have one or two more games sneak in there for our fall sports schedule, but the EDC swim meet will absolutely wrap up the fall sports season. We'll have a week or two off, and then we'll hit the ice rink down at Shields Arena as the Fargo Davies Eagles will host the Grand Forks Knight Riders, and then we'll head over to Minnesota as the Rebels will host the Titans in girls basketball. Then we'll see boys basketball between Holly and Detroit Lakes, and then more Rebels girls basketball taking on Pelican Rapids, and then we'll come back over to North Dakota for some boys basketball. Fargo South will host Fargo Davies in the East-West crossover. I think that's what it's called anyway. It's something like that. And then actually, I think Fargo Davies plays a team from Bismarck. I don't think they play Fargo South. I think we need to double-check that and maybe make an adjustment on our schedule. And then we will be your home for Fargo Davies boys basketball this year. We'll have 18 or 19 of the 20 matchups this season on the ND Sports channel. And then we'll mix in some hockey, basketball, swimming, and whatever else in the middle of all that and around all that. So thanks so much for watching. You can find us online on our website, msportsnet.com, on Twitter at ndsportsch1. I know we had about maybe 7 or 8 people subscribe to our YouTube channel during our 3 games here today. Thank you so much. I believe I gave a shout out to each of those individuals. And oh wait, I just got a final here on that Davies Shanley. Let's see here. Fargo Davies defeated Shanley 3-0, 25-8, 25-6, and 25-5. Wow. That one had to sting for the Deacons right there. 25-8, 25-6, and 25-5. Fargo Davies absolutely dominating Fargo Shanley in their match today. So that improves them, gives them one additional win. Thanks to our listener who sent that score into us. We certainly appreciate that. Once again, we're on Twitter at NDSportsCH1. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NDSportsChannel, and we're going to change that link in July 2020 because YouTube won't allow us to change it until then to make it a little bit more universal for all of the stations that we have up on the screen. And then you can like and follow us on Facebook too, msportsmnet. And that will wrap it up. So your finals one more time. In the C matchup, it was Fargo North 2-0, 25-18, and 25-17. And in the Junior Varsity game, Fargo North 2-1 over Oak Grove, 25-20, 23-25, and 18-16. And in the varsity matchup, 3-2 in favor of Fargo North, 25-22, 24-26, 25-18, 16-25, and 15-11. Those are your final scores. The preceding has been a presentation of the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon here on the ND Sports Channel. Have a good night.